To this day, I don't think I've ever like been that in love with anybody.
So why'd you f it up and cheat on me?
Dumbass. Dickhead. Dickhead.
Hey, little hug or something or no?
Sure.
Hey. After you, I guess. The breakup happened May of 2019, more or less.
Like junior year of our college?
It was a while ago.
It was a while ago, yeah. I like this.
Yeah, it's comfy.
Uh-huh.
I think there are things that both of us did.
There was an incident our junior year, and so I kind of want to get into that.
Before we start, would you like a Tic Tac or no?
Do you think at the end of the 12 hours there's any chance you could fall back in love with him?
Oof. I don't think so.
We could leave potentially.
I feel like girls don't usually spin the block like that. It's just it's either you're him or you're not. You know what I'm saying? It'll be girls that like, I'll hear and they'll be like, nah, you know what I'm saying? I was with so-and-so did this to me and they did this to me and they did this to me. But yeah, we gonna talk over it today. I'm like, why y'all talking? But so-and-so, other so-and-so over here, so-and-so too, you know what I'm saying? Oh, my bad. Damn, that's me. So-and-so too, over here putting in work, putting in pain, doing everything right. Y'all never had an argument. Everything's sweet, butter. Every time y'all talk, the conversation is smooth. But she like, she just not so-and-so number one. That's it. Like if she bangs with you, she gonna bangs with you. Like, there's girls that have stayed with dudes that have had babies on them with other girls. It's just like, there's nothing you could do. Like, if she fuck with you, she gonna fuck with you. There's nothing you could do.
Are you starting something new?
What do you mean by?
Like, potentially getting back together. Maybe.
What did you think when I texted you if you wanted to be here?
We still need to have a couple conversations. So I was like, what better way than sitting in a box where you can't sit on your phone and you can't leave? I don't think either of us will really come out of here angry.
Well, I guess wait and see, I suppose.
Who asked you that first?
It was a long process.
That's
we were friends for a long time.
We were friends for a few months.
We became like best friends, I would say.
I knew that I liked you. You were and still are very attractive and beautiful and stylish and very fun to be around and stuff. And so we go to this little party. We all get really drunk. You started making up with everybody.
It was a game.
At this point, it was like, what, 4 or 5 in the morning. And I was like, I should probably go because I have work tomorrow at like 10. So you walk me like out of the building. And as I'm leaving, we engage in copious amounts of making out. And then I think the next day is when we had the conversation of like, okay, are we officially boyfriend, girlfriend? And we were like, yes. And that was September 24th. You know, we were together for a while, close to 2 years, I guess. In that time, you know, there were mistakes that were made and stuff. I just wanted to apologize because I cheated on you when we were together. And that really hurt you a lot. It's one of those things that to this day I still think about, like, really often. It really wasn't fair, especially you know, being a kind person that you are and being the type of girlfriend that you were and the type of friend that you were and how important you were to me. I think I was just so, like, caught up in, like, the self-loathing of it. I wasn't even able to, like, see far enough to, like, see you.
Imploding.
And that made things worse, I think. But
I think
that's why I always say a blessing too soon is not a blessing at all. If you get something too soon and you ruin it, it's not really it was never really a blessing. That's why niggas gotta be patient. Whenever I'm supposed to get what I'm supposed to get, that's when I get it. I'm not rushing God. No, God, like, yo, I've been diligent for 3. It might take 5. Because you may not be ready at 3. If at 3, I give it to you at 4, you're going to fuck it up in the 5th year. But if I wait till year 6, you're going to be ready in year 7. You're going to be able to hold on to it. The worst thing in the world is not even never getting something. It's getting something and then losing it. That's the worst. Like, it's one thing to be like, listen. It's one thing to be like, listen, I never met the girl that I was supposed to meet. I never met my wife, you know. That's one thing. But it would be way worse to be like, nah, I met the girl of my dreams and she was perfect and I ruined it. That's why you can't rush. You can't rush. Damn, I wish I could get that back. Like, God don't want that for you. Damn, I wish I could. If I could just get that. You can't get it. You can't get it back. Guess what? You can't get it back, jerk. So just chill. Just chill. Just prepare for it. Like, just prepare. Okay, what kind of human do I need to be to get this, to be able to keep this thing? What kind of human do I need to be? Like, what do I need to be doing every day? Like, what does my fitness look like? What mindset do I need to have? Anything. Success, relationship, anything. Don't rush. When you get it, you get it. That's it. Can't rush. Yo, God, what's up? Like, I need it now. All right.
Living together made it worse.
Yeah, I think so.
After you broke up with me, you kind of acted like we were still dating without the label.
Well, we never, like, did stuff after we broke up.
No, we didn't. But, like, you would say, like, hey, sugar tits. And I'm like,
What?
yeah. You were, like, in a silly, goofy mood. And you smacked my butt, too. And I'm like, what?
Yeah, that was definitely stuff that was...
It was,
No.
you were having a moment. And then we had the final. Because I'm sure you're aware of where I'm going with this. We, I don't know, studied for an hour. And I was getting sleepy. And I don't even know why you suggested I, like, sleep in your room. I was literally right next door.
Yeah, well, I remember you were... Because you were on my bed, and you were, like, sort of sitting, but you were lying down. And you were, like, literally dozing off. So what I meant was, like, if you want to, like, sleep for a minute, like you can.
All of a sudden, like, I had woken up and I had felt like a hand on my thigh. And I'm like, that's weird. I don't know what to do. I'm sure it'll stop. I kind of wanted to see your perspective. What was going through your head?
I think one of the hardest parts for me when we first broke up, and we were, especially since we were still living together, when you're with somebody for a long time and you're used to having a certain physical intimacy and a certain relationship and a certain things. Obviously, like, I knew that once we ended, those things had to end, but it's not like, you know, it's not possible for, like, any person to just, like, have, like, a switch.
This world must die. No!
The Flash, rated PG-13, June 16th.
Switch that you flip and go from, like, boyfriend mode to friend mode, especially things with, like, physical contact. And I didn't realize that. I'm really sorry, and I really do apologize about making you feel that way and putting my hands on you in a way that I shouldn't have. I really hope that you'll hear me and know that I didn't intend for it to be a harmful, you know, aggressive thing. It was
weird. It didn't feel aggressive. I was just, after that point, I was unsure.
Is it time for a potty break by chance?
Yeah.
Do you think it would be possible to just be friends?
It's weird, because I've got a vibe.
What do you mean a vibe?
When I moved to Korea, he made me a playlist that was like 9 hours, 10 hours, and all the songs are like, I miss you, if it were up to me, I'd be with you, and like songs like that. So I was like,
What?
we're musicians, is he trying to send me a message?
Any new ways that you're feeling?
I feel like it felt really healthy and it felt pretty natural, I think.
Who was better at that?
Probably you.
Me?
Probably.
Why probably?
Experience.
I guess, yeah, I have more sexual partners. I think we made a good team, if you will. We were...
Do rock, paper, scissors, slide, braiding hair.
I mean, I don't know that you can braid my hair, but I can braid your hair.
Okay. So the Spotify playlist you made, eh?
Yeah? You like it?
There's quite a few songs in there.
Yeah.
When I was listening to it in Korean, I was like, are you sending a message?
To be fair, it's a 9-hour playlist. So everything is going to be on there. All types of songs is going to be on there. 9-hour playlist. Like, you're reaching, I feel like.
I was not intending to send you any kind of a message through the music. Were you hoping that I was?
I mean, I wouldn't say I was hoping, but it seemed a little too, like, I'm going to pull that playlist up later, and I'm going to show you exactly what I mean.
Honestly, a big piece of it was, like, I know you're going to be on a fucking flight for a long time, so, like, if you're absolutely bored and you get sick of your own music and you want some fresh tunes, then here you go, mate. Okay, that's not too bad. That ain't too bad.
How's it going?
It's going good. Time's flying.
You said maybe
you would consider getting back together? Do you feel more strongly about that?
It's still kind of coming along now that we're kind of getting into like deeper conversations and like talking about issues that were really just pushing our relationship. I think it's starting to get a little bit stronger. It's not ruled out.
So what else do you want to explore?
Definitely the pregnancy.
Whoa.
Are you having any romantic feelings for her right now and being with her this
Chill,
whole
son.
Wow, okay.
Chill.
That's a fair question. You know, it's like
Sure.
as we're reminiscing and like talking about things and thinking about memories, there's definitely moments where like I just kind of look at her and remember those feelings and remember those moments and sort of think like, yeah, like it's a hard thing to not want back.
Do a little yoga.
You'll teach me some yoga. Me too.
You're gonna bring that back.
This
Straight
one?
back.
Straight back.
Why are
Like
shoes
lean-
on in the box? I feel like that's just like, come on. That's just weird.
Lay down. I feel like a seal. That's more dolphin.
Did you two talk about marriage?
When we dated,
yeah, when we dated for sure.
like briefly, not much. Like
it came
they
up
weren't. They
several
weren't.
times.
Yeah, but they weren't like in gross detail.
I don't know if you remember this. We straight up had conversations about like, here goes, ready, about how we would raise our kids, like religiously speaking. We were like, if we have kids, you were like, I want to raise my kids Christian. And I was like, I'm not Christian, but if you want to raise them that way, like that's fine. Just know that I'm not necessarily in that
Yeah.
belief.
We talked about religion quite a bit throughout the relationship. Like I would ask you to come because it means a lot just for you to show up,
Right.
just to come to my church. I think it was hitting a nerve with your experience with your dad,
Stepdad.
stepdad,
Mhm.
and his pushiness. But going was something that was like upsetting you, and I didn't want to do anything to like make you upset. But I didn't want to say it's okay that you don't come. That point has always been a breaking point with me and guys and people I've been with.
Yeah. To this day, I don't think I've ever like been that in love with anybody.
So why'd you fuck it up and cheat on me? Because this isn't the first time you've told me, oh, I love you so much, or like, I'm so in love with you.
Because I'm a fucking idiot, honestly. Because I'm fucking stupid. And
Were you just not thinking?
no.
So why didn't you tell me immediately?
I really thought I was doing better by you by not telling you. I couldn't think to myself, like, I fucked it up so bad that she's gonna leave me and I don't want to lose her.
So just selfish?
Yes.
How were those quesadillas?
They're
How are
really
those
good.
quesadillas?
Do you think if we were to date now, where we are in our lives, we would be better for each other?
I think so. We can't be worse than we were for each other. You seem a lot more like mentally healthy personally, because I think you were your worst enemy when we were dating.
We definitely would be a lot better for each
I
other
think
now.
there are still some challenges to get over.
Sure.
If we were to date.
Yeah.
Number one being that I'm pregnant.
Can you give us some more context?
Whoa.
He knows already.
I had moved to Korea to teach English, and I met a guy over there, and he was really kind to me, made me laugh. One night we had sex, and immediately after having sex, I was like, I'm pregnant. I'm gonna be pregnant. Before I got the actual pregnancy test, I broke up with him. And I had said, if I actually am pregnant, I'm going to move to America. My support system's there. And we had a long conversation, which ended in me being called childish. And so I flew back. I think you were one of the first friends I saw.
Can you ask her, are you looking for someone to raise your child?
Ooh.
Are you looking for someone to raise your child with?
Am I seeking somebody? No. It would be nice to have
That's
someone to...
crazy, man. It's like you kind of had it all. You kind of had everything that you wanted, and then it's just like, damn. You know, like, I guess she came back, but it's not the same. It's not hitting the same, man. Like, I'm not saying that a child is a blessing. I'm not saying that, but it's just like, at least for me, in the back of my mind, I'd be like, damn, if I never fucked that up. You know what I'm saying? It could have been us. We could have just been locked in. You know, she could have been having my kid, but now somebody else spread these at the one time. It's like, damn, you know what I mean? That's gotta suck. Like, it would be one thing if you met her like that. If you met her in that situation where it was like, all right, cool. She's already pregnant. That's a little different. You know, it's like, it is what it is. This is the situation that I was given. I didn't mess anything up. But to be like, but now it's like, damn. If I would have just stayed loyal, if I would have never messed it up, everything would have been good.
Because I don't want to meet someone and then say, hi, I'm pregnant, I'm going to have a child. Like, if you're with me, you have to take care of the kid.
Narrows down the pool.
Significantly.
You've made a lot of hard choices, and I applaud you for everything you've done so far, honestly. How are you doing with it?
It was a struggle. I was not happy when I found out I was pregnant. And I had kind of thought about abortion, but I did some praying and realized that you can't really make a plan in your life because it's not always going to go how you want it to. There's no point in a plan, and my life is led by God, so I guess I'm going back to America. That's where I'm needed.
Do you believe?
Life is but a dream.
Gucci guilty, man.
It's what we talk about. Cash back.
Cash back.
We talking about cash backing.
Believe that God intended, like, planned for you to have a baby?
Yeah, I think so.
He's like, God, like, let's really talk about God for a second. You know, God planned for you to have this baby. You know, like, did God plan for you to have sex outside of marriage, unprotected? And did God plan for him to spread his seed inside of you? Did God plan for me to cheat on you? I don't know if God planned, you know what I mean? I think we're just so ignorant beings. You know, who really knows what God planned anyway? You know what I mean? Who really knows what God planned? You really don't know. You can have a miscarriage tomorrow. We don't know what God plans. We don't really know. You know? Let's just be a little hasty with that. You know? Let's not put it all on God. You know what I'm saying? That's what I'm saying. You know, let's not put it all on God. That's probably how he's thinking right now.
Cool.
It's scary, but, like, it's literally showing me I have so many people that I can count on and that can help me. And that's what helped me move back here.
Hypothetically, if we were to get back together today, what would that look like?
I mean, there's so many unknowns and questions because I'm pregnant. I would like to think, because we've gone through the small talk portion of like, where are you from?
Where are you from?
We're already to the point where we know enough about each other.
And we know that we click.
I'd want you to go to church weekly because it is my identity. Again, it's literally just supporting me, not necessarily believing all of it.
Another pro of hypothetically getting back together today.
Having a stepdaddy.
Having a stepdaddy. That's a pro for you.
What do you miss most about me?
Okay. What do I miss most about you?
Yeah.
Like one thing or like several things?
I mean, you can give me a list.
Even in our relationship, we really were like best friends first. Like, we absolutely were. You really quite were my other half. You had a lot of love to give, and it was very beautiful to receive.
I miss telling you all my little dramas, and, like, you're my little partner in crime, so I would just literally, whatever I knew, you knew. Also, having someone that makes me laugh to the point I cackle. It's been a long time since I've heartily laughed. Like, legitimately. You're a man of moody moods.
Moody moods, what that means.
Like songwriting. You wrote several songs about me.
Well, I wrote songs about you before we were dating, and I wrote at least one song for you while we were dating. Do you remember that? For Christmas.
Oh yes,
the girl with yellow hair.
And the pop stars.
Back when you were blonde.
It's probably
That's
somewhere
cute.
still on my phone because I
met
couldn't
this girl
really.
who told me she could draw real well, but she forgot to mention her real talent was stealing hearts.
Is there a date gonna happen?
There could be.
We've been talking about going to the zoo.
We have the zoo.
The honors.
If you consider it a date, would it just be like, we're friends?
I think I'm going to the zoo with someone on my own. It's a date. The zoo is my date spot.
The zoo is your date spot. Zoo and then Dippin' Dots.
Bro, do you want a date?
Yeah, I mean, I wouldn't be opposed.
That was.
That's not the right
It's
answer.
either.
You gotta lock in, man. You gotta make the decision now. Do you want to be with her? Like, I know you're not feeling the fact that she's pregnant. If you're trying to get back with her, I know you're not feeling it. But you gotta decide, like, are you going? If you're gonna be with her, then be with her, and encompass everything that is encompassant of being with her. You know, the child and love on her, and don't ever look at her differently. You know, but if you're not gonna be with her, don't play with it. Like, I don't know. Make a decision and move off of it. You know what I'm saying? But that's what I would do. Like, if a girl that I was messing with before, you know, and we started to talk, and, you know, she, whatever, and she's like, yeah, I'm pregnant. I really got to sit down and be like, yo, do I want to be with this girl? Probably not. Probably would be good to pray over it and things like that and ask God, you know, what's up. But probably not. I couldn't help but to feel that she only wants to be with me. You know what I mean? Like, I couldn't help but to feel that if she wasn't pregnant, she wouldn't want to be with me. I couldn't help but to feel that. Like, it's not like you had a baby for 3 years. That's a little different. It's like you pregnant now. It's just like, as soon as you get pregnant, all of a sudden, like, I don't want that. Like, I want somebody to be with me because they infatuated with me. Like, I want to be with a girl that loves me so much that I could have a baby on her and she would still want to be with me. Nah, I would never do that. But I'm saying, like, you know what I'm saying? I want that level of infatuation, because I feel like if it's not that level of infatuation, it's not going to work.
All in, or like, not at all.
You got to be all in or not at all. That's what I'm saying. You got to be all. Which one?
That's true. I would say yes. But at the same time, I feel like maybe I would need a little bit of time to think about it. Not the hypothetical is becoming more real, you know.
The
it's like if
implications
it's you know, like if it's in, it's all in kind of thing. You know what I mean? And like there's history and there's people and there's families and there's baby and there's this and there's drama and there's these things. My initial response is to say yes.
Reluctantly as fuck. That's a reluctant ass yes.
I'm trying to think of how that handshake went.
I barely
So there's
okay.
smack, pinky, birdie, pull it back, fist bump. Ah.
Did we shake on it? Is that our... We shook on it? We're...
One date.
One date.
Bing.
Bing.
Okay.
I will say it has gone by faster than I thought.
Yeah.
I guess time flies.
When you're having fun.
Bread in that
Well,
sandwich.
you finish your sandwich and go take a potty stretch break.
Okay.
Don't hit the microphone. Don't hit the microphone. Ah, look at me. Oh, thank you so much. Thank you.
You going on a date?
I guess so.
You agreed to a date.
I guess so, yeah.
She seemed a little disappointed that you were kind of hesitant.
I guess it felt like a big thing to say yes to, you know, like kind of a big commitment. But I think I've come around a little bit, like it's, you know, one date at least. It might not be like a super high stakes event. Before today, as we had been reconnecting, had you had any thoughts of like a possibility of getting back together with me or like seeing me that way at all in any sense?
Did it cross my mind? Yeah. Like when I was in Korea. Prior to that, not really.
So when you was in Korea getting piped down by old dude, like, walk me through, because I'm trying to understand though. Help me to understand, because I'm not judging you. I just want to understand what's going on, because I don't think that way. I don't knock down other shorties thinking about you. If I'm Dolly, I might think about you. If I'm knocking her down, I'm knocking her down. I'm thinking about her. I'm in that. I'm worried about that, right? So you, all right. So let me know if this is correct. I'm gonna paint a picture real quick. Let me know if this is correct. All right. So you in Korea, you know what I'm saying? Before you got to Korea, when we was just broken up, you wasn't thinking about me. You wasn't with nobody. You wasn't thinking about me. You was dolo. You was free. You in Korea. You meet dude, you laugh and giggle. He made that ass clap and jiggle. Right? He knock you down, you pregnant. Right? Y'all didn't use protection. You didn't tell him to pull out. None of that. And now you think about me. Damn. And then after he left, after y'all decide y'all don't want to be together, damn, I wonder what old dude is doing. Wow. That's the type of thought that I get. I get the afterthought. You know what I'm saying? It wasn't like y'all was just talking and then you thought about me. It's like, well, yeah, you know, yeah, this conversation is cool, but old dude I used to know, I was like, ooh, that's love. That's love. You know what I'm saying? Old dude, like I'm talking to you, and it's okay. I'm not mad at it. You funny, but him, you not him. Like, ooh, that's love. Or, you know, a little kissing, a little hanging out, whatever. Nah, you not him. All right, cool. Even a little touching, it's just not this. That's cool. But once he slid up in there, you still wasn't thinking about me. Like, damn. After you was like, you pregnant, you wasn't thinking about me. Then after you confirmed that you was pregnant, you still wasn't thinking about me. And not after until y'all decided y'all wasn't going to be together, did you think about me. So what am I supposed to think at that point? Help me. Because niggas going to say, oh, you're an asshole. I guess I'll have to be that. Because look at what I'm working with. I did wrong. Yes, I understand I did wrong. But look at the situation you put me in. Come on now.
We kind of started talking. The more sides of you I had seen, and the more reliable you became as a person just in my life. The reliability kind of brought into question, like, can I trust you again? My eventual answer as the father of the baby had broken my trust. What I had told him was, it took you 3 years, but I would say you built my trust back. I wasn't sure if I wanted to get back together, but in talking with you, I think it was always in the back of my mind as a possibility. Like, I could see if we could work again.
If I were to have kids with somebody, I think you would be a pretty good person to have kids with.
I like to hear that.
Yeah.
They'd be cute babies.
White and Hispanic. Yeah, I mean, it's a good combo. At any point during this experience, have you thought about kissing me?
Yeah.
Really?
I thought, like, would I want to? Like, what would it be like? After this, would I kiss him?
Oh,
Like,
shit.
by the car? Just
By
like,
the car.
sneaky after hours kiss.
Sneaky. Who is she? Chaotic.
Like, let's explore that. And I was thinking about it, and I was like, all while you were talking, so I'm sorry that I didn't
That's
listen
fair. No, that's
to
okay.
things you were saying.
You were getting lost in my voice. What can
Oh
I
my
say?
gosh.
I tend to have that
Lost
effect on
in the
people.
lips. You want to peck?
Sure.
Here. I'll give you a little kissy.
Okay.
That's maybe more than a peck.
Maybe more than a peck.
Not bad.
Not bad.
Room for improvement. Beard burn is never
The beard.
never enjoyable, but that's not going away whether you let it grow or shave it.
You two kissed.
We
We
did.
did.
When's the last time you kissed?
Last time we dated?
When we dated, yeah. 3 years ago, I guess. I was not expecting you to ask me if I wanted to kiss. I will be honest.
We thought I was going to sit over here and twiddle my fingers and...
and just secretly want it.
Yeah.
Let me ask you a question.
Okay.
Do you feel like after today so far, do you feel like you are more attracted to me than you were before today?
Before today, yeah. I think I've got a lot of hard questions out there and very interesting answers. How about you? After today, our whole experience, how you finding me?
How you finding me? I've never not found you physically attractive. But the other part, emotional, intellectual, I definitely think those were heightened as of today.
Beer hug me. Kyle?
It's like
That's my ring.
Numbers? Nah, I'm low-key nice at numbers. I think they did it wrong.
You're the one that's already. You're the one with the rings, huh?
I know you keep hitting my nooks.
You nuts. What's up?
Nothing much.
Not much.
Just been hanging out in the box.
Just been hanging out in the
Got
box.
down to the final hour.
Final hour. Holy moly, guacamole.
You two kissed.
You're gonna keep saying it.
Honestly, I was not planning that. If I weren't in this environment, I probably wouldn't have kissed him.
Were you
So
expecting?
The environment. Hold on. Don't miss that. Don't just watch and just not learn. The environment is very important. I was with this girl one time, and I got, we were in one environment, and I got one version of her, and once we went to a different environment, I got a completely different version of her. You know what I'm saying? So environment is very important.
Like to kiss?
Yeah.
Not at all, honestly. I was more surprised that she would be willing to kiss,
Do you
I
think
was-
you're deserving of her affection?
I am doing what I can
Nigga, what?
to
Stop
make,
talking
to
like
make
that.
up for the past and to right my wrongs and sort of make up for what I did and what has happened between us. If my best is enough and it's what she would require and what is needed, in that case, yeah.
Stood up and looked around. There was nothing to be found. Just a word I couldn't sing. And I heard.
Final 5-ish minutes.
How has this been for you?
Honestly, pretty fun. It was nice spending time with you, and I always enjoy being near you and around you. And learned a lot. We broke through some barriers.
Did you think it would go as fast as it did?
No. What about you?
It's been fun. I learned a lot. Kind of things I thought I wanted to hear, things I needed to hear. Wasn't anticipating leaving here having a date. I was definitely not anticipating kissing you.
Yeah, me neither.
So it's felt like planned and spontaneous and all the fun parts of knowing somebody and like getting to know somebody.
Yeah, it definitely felt like an experiment.
We did it!
Yay! Talk it out too? Or no?
Sure.
My butt. Sorry, I'm very sorry. I was saying. Shut up. I really love you. You're great, man. I'm happy to have you in my life again.
Me too.
Alright, you did it.
Okay.
Wow.
You ready to get out and be free?
I mean, I can chill. No, just kidding. Yeah, let's go.
Oh, you want to stay here longer?
I mean,
Are you surprised by what happened?
I guess I'm a little bit surprised about how comfortable and easy it felt to just be so candid.
I think we're back to being best friends. Potentially on the way to something more.
I guess we'll go on a date and see how it goes, see how it feels, and I'll let you know.